What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Inkferno here, and I'm checking in once again with yet another tutorial. Yes, sir. Okay, so in today's tutorial, we are going to recreate, or we are going to design this artwork that I've made personally. Okay, to serve as the match day flyer for Argentina as they face the French national team in today's World Cup wrap-up. Okay, good. So without much ado, let's get into business. Okay, so just as you always do, you create a document. Okay, go to file, new. Okay, or you can press Ctrl N for new document. You get the dialog box, and then the size that you are going to be using is, first change your unit of measurement to inches. Okay, then the size you are going to be using is 5 by 6. Okay, 5 by 6 inches. The resolution should be on 300. Okay, and then color profile should be on sRGB, and then click on OK. And then we are going to create this. Okay, we are going to recreate it. This is going to be used as our background. Okay, I'm going to create it for you guys to see how I came about it. This pattern that I later repeated in the background. Okay, good. So our master background is already, or our master document is already created. Okay, so let's go to that of the pattern. So you press Ctrl N for new document, and then you change, as always, change your unit of measurement. Okay, depends on the way that you are dealing with. Okay, with mine I have to use inches, so width should be on 5, and then height should be on 6, resolution should be on 300. Sorry, height should be on 5. Okay, we need a square document to work on our pattern. Okay, good. And then sRGB, then you go to OK, good. So you'll be given this. Okay, good. So you press Ctrl Shift N to create a new layer, T for the text too, and then the font I'm using is called KG Second Chance. Okay, Vamos. Okay, press Ctrl E to select everything, and then increase the font size. Okay, good. Mark the action or press Ctrl Enter here to do away with the selection. Press Ctrl J to duplicate the type or the text, and then bring this one beneath. Ctrl Enter to make the text editable. Okay, we Ctrl Enter to make the text editable. Then type Argentina. Okay, Argentina. Good. So have it this way. V for the move to you, so that you can move it. Okay, when it's on the text you can't move it. If you press the arrow key, it's not going to move, but when you press V to take you back to the move to, you can move it. Okay, good. Let's duplicate this rather. Okay, good. So let's bring this one here. Ctrl T for the transform bounding box. Hold Alt and then left click on this point. Okay, and then drag inwards. Okay, press Ctrl Enter to do away with the transform bounding box. You come here, Ctrl Enter to turn the text to make the text editable, and then type column. Okay, type column here, and then you have column lights, column regular. So select column regular, and then reduce the font size here by just left clicking here, then dragging to your left hand side. Okay, press Ctrl T to bring the transform bounding box, then scale up. Okay, so we want to achieve this. Okay, you bring this one here, Ctrl J, you bring this one down here, Ctrl T, then you scale down. Okay, good. Ctrl Enter to make the text editable. Click on this icon here. Okay, good. And then just click on the V icon and then drag to your right. Okay, good. Reduce the font size a little bit. Okay, things 7. Okay, then drag to your right, click and drag to your left, click and then drag to your right. Okay, press Ctrl Enter. Sorry, press Ctrl Enter. I think this one is not going to work it, so just mark the action here. Okay, good. And then another one here and another one here. Okay, Good. So we duplicate this, bring this one here. We duplicate this, okay, Control T, okay, hold shift and then left click and drag, okay, so you get 90 degrees, okay. Press Control Enter to do away with the transform bounding box, okay. Click and then drag to your what, your left hand side to reduce the kerning, okay. Good. Left click and then drag upwards, okay. Reduce the font size to somewhere around 6, okay. 5 will do. Good. So press Control J to duplicate, Control T and then hold shift and then rotate, okay. Hold shift, left click and then drag upwards, okay, to rotate. Control Enter to do away with what, the transform bounding box. Good. Alright, so yeah, trying to create this, okay. So I think it has to be this way, then okay. Good. Good. So press M for the marquee to this one, okay, and then drag, okay, drag on top, just drag over, left click and then drag over, okay, this text. You make sure that the selection is bigger than what, those letters, okay, those letters what in there, okay. Okay, so with this what, with this type layer selected, okay, click on the what, the layer mask icon, press Ctrl I to invert so that you get this, okay. Press V back for the move to, and then press Ctrl 0 to zoom out. Alright, cool. So good, let's bring this one to here and let's go in for the Argentinian what logo. So this is it, okay. So you bring this one here, okay, then just left click and then drag it what here, okay. Press N for the marquee to then drag over, okay. Good. So drag, just left click and then drag over and then release, okay, to create what, this selection, okay. Right click and then go to what, layer via cut, V for the move to move it here, right click on it and then convert it to a smart object, okay, and then position it what here, duplicate it again and then bring it here. This one around, press Ctrl T, then scale it down, okay. So we have to hide this, okay. Scale it down, then you bring it what here, okay, cool. So let's bring in this too, okay. So you press, okay, M for the marquee to, then while you drag over, okay, select this portion of what, the logo, okay. With the marquee to still active, okay, right click and then go to what, layer via what, cut, okay. V for the move to and then move it here, okay. Click on the logo and then hide it again, okay. Good. By using the I what icon be what beside that particular what layer, okay. Good. So bring this one here, okay. Press just convert it to a smart object, okay. Just leave it as it is, don't convert it. Press Ctrl J, okay, and then move it here, okay. Press Ctrl T and then hold shift, like click and then drag, okay. Drag to the what, the left to flip it, okay, 90 degrees, or to move it towards the 90 degrees what angle. Press M back for the marquee to and then drag over, okay. Good. With the marquee tool still active, just right click and then go to layer via cut, okay. Good. So we are trying to achieve this, okay. Good. So you bring this one right here, okay. Alright. So what do we have left? I think we have this one, we have the logo and another stuff. So with that one too, just do one for you, and then so you bring this one here, okay. Good. you select, you just use the marquee tool in the left click and then drag over. Okay, right click and then layer via cut. Make sure that the marquee tool is selected when you are doing that. Okay, hide the first one layer, the visibility, just hide it. Just click on the eye icon to hide it. Okay, click on the current layer, go to select color range. Okay, good, and then click on what yours is just to click here. Don't worry about these what selection, just click here. Okay, good, and then click on the layer mask icon. Okay, press I to invert so that you get this, and then apply what the layer mask. Move it here. Okay, good. What again? So show the layer again, bring it back. Okay, P for the pen tool, and then left click, left click, left click. So you are just left clicking. Okay, and then close it here. Just left click on it to close it. Press Ctrl Enter. Okay, and for the marquee to right click, layer via what cut. Move this one here. Okay, and then rotate it, tilt it towards somewhere around this area. Okay, good. You can duplicate these two. Again, Ctrl J and Ctrl T, and then flip it around. Okay, flip it around to somewhere around this. Scale it up a little bit. Okay, scale it up a little bit, and then push it here. Okay, good. So I think we are through with the logo. I think let's cut this area too. We need this area for something very, very important. So P for the pen to left click, left click, left click and drag. Okay, left click, left click, left click, left click, left click, left click and drag, left click, then close it. Okay, press Ctrl Enter. M for the marquee to right click the layer via what cut. Good. So V for the move to, and then you hide the what, the image, you hide the master what layer, the layer from which all these what items are what extracted. Okay, you hide it. Okay, because we don't need it, we are through with it. Good. So bring this one here. Let's see where you position this one. So it was right under what here. So you bring this one here, then so make sure that the layer is selected. Okay, if you select here and then move, it's not going to move. When you try to move here, it's going to tell you that could not use because the layer has been locked. So make sure that you select what the right item. Okay, good. Then position it somewhere here, and then good. So scale up the stars a little bit. Okay, then since you are trying to create a pattern, try and then what select them, then push them a little bit what here. Okay, so that we are going, so that when the pattern what the pattern system is trying to repeat, okay, it doesn't become too spaced. Okay, the pattern does not become too spaced. So they should be close to the edges. When they are too far away from the edges, when the pattern system is repeating, it's going to create, or it's going to result in holes in between what your pattern, big holes. Okay, so I think this one is manageable. Let's leave a tiny what space at the edges. Okay, I think this one is manageable. And then yeah, I think we are almost through with that one. Yeah. Okay, so we are left with one here. I think yeah, I know we're going to make use of these elements. Yeah, we are not going to use them. So let's work on some scale ups, then that will be it. So Control T, just make sure that this is selected. Control T, and then right click and then flip what horizontal, right click, flip vertical, right click and then flip what horizontal. Press Control T, scale up again, and then tilt it this time around. Don't add shift. Okay, good. So tilt it somewhere right here. I think this is going to do. Alright, so let's leave it as it was, and then let's scale it up a bit. Okay, good. So yeah, so I think this is going to do. So we have this one here. So you also just double click on this one, okay, press enter and then hide it, okay, or you can delete it, okay, good. So when you are through, just go to what, edit, define what, pattern, okay. So I have a lot already there. So this one you're going to name it today, okay, or let's say parts _ ALG, okay, then go to okay. Alright, so cool. So we are through with that one. So you press control, you press control shift N, okay, then you name it what, gray what, _ what, BG, okay. Make sure that your color is on gray, okay, and then your mode should be on what, overlay, and then click this option, okay, check this option, fill with overlay neutral color with bracket 50% gray, okay, good. But that is how the pattern system works. Good. So double click on the gray BG what layer, and then you are going to be what, ushered with this what, window, okay. So good. You click on click on pattern overlay, okay, and then instantly you get the result, okay. But this is an existing pattern, okay. We are going to look for arrows, okay, good. So you come and then you pick arrows. So this is what you recently what, created, okay, cool. So initially yours is going to be on what, 0, okay, horizontal. Yours is going to be horizontally what, accurate, okay, good. So you are going to what, change it to what, -16, so that it makes it what, diagonal, okay, good. Then you go to what, okay. So you can push it upwards, okay, you can push the pattern layer upwards, okay. Let's leave that for now. So we do that one later, good. So good, we are through with this one. So close it, close this one too. We are through with it, we don't need it, good. And then let's start importing our images, okay, good. So players, so we have Messi, McAllister, and then what, Angel Di Maria, okay. So let's start what, importing them. So you select the 3 of them and then you import, okay. So that of Messi, so Messi is the leading character, so always the leading character what, has to come first in what, in what, these heroic what, designs, okay, good. So all right, okay, all right, okay, 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 okay. So good. So you bring him down, okay, bring him down. Then you can notice straight away that we have some what, imperfections here, okay, good. So you add the layer mask, okay. So you add the layer mask, okay. B for the brush to hold Alt and then right click to increase the size of your brush, change it from hard to what, soft, then what, brush over, okay. Make sure that you're on black because our layer mask is white, okay. Then do away with what, those unwanted what, areas of what, the image. V back for the move to again, and then push it down, okay, good. So that is it for Messi. So let's close Messi's what, window, bring in what, McAllister, okay, and then you insert his image, good. I don't know if this is McAllister, but I think it's McAllister, all right, yeah. So you just, so when you import, it's going to be right on top of Messi because we were on Messi layer when we imported what, that particular what, image, okay. So drag it beneath because Messi has to be on top of what, that particular what, player, okay, good. So let's bring in Di Maria, okay. Then let's release him to, then let's leave him here. Okay, so it's just positioning. Okay, just positioning. Okay, so that of Di Maria, just bring him down. So make sure that the shoulders of our characters, okay, the shoulders of those characters behind Messi, okay, their shoulder line, okay, their shoulder line should be what? Intact. Okay, they should be on each other. Okay, they should be on each other. One should know what be what higher than what the other. Otherwise, when it happens that it means that player is on top of what the other player at what the other side. Okay, good. So add the Liama just as I did for the first one, or just as we did for the first one. Then do away with what is what interface. So you can zoom in, Control plus, okay, so that you see very well what you are actually doing, and then you carefully do away with what the unwanted regions of what. Good. So we are through, and then be back for the move to good. So we are going to convert all of them into smart objects. Okay, sorry, so we are going to convert all of them into smart objects. My machine is somewhat slow, but bear with me. Okay, good. So you select that of what Messi, you convert his layer into a smart object. Do same to that of what my McAllister, whom I think it is not actually McAllister but another player. Pardon me for that, I'll be using McAllister throughout. Okay, good. So convert the remaining images into smart objects. Okay, good. And then you select what Messi's layer. Okay, so either you go to filter and camera raw filter, or you press Ctrl Shift A, then you release. So it's going to take you into the smart filter window. Good. So you click here, you click on this icon here. All right, have a preset. So I'm using that preset. So if you don't have a preset, I think you have to be working on your highlights. Okay, so you bring down your highlights, and then you boost your white. Okay, you boost your white. Okay, put your height to somewhere like this, somewhere around this place. Then you increase your clarity. Okay, good, but I will not be using this. I have a preset, so I'll be using that preset. Okay, good. So press Ctrl Shift A. Okay, good. So we are back, and then you click on these three dots, and then go to Load Settings. Then I'll choose my preset here. Good. So I like this preset. So I'll boost my so I'm going to boost my clarity somewhere around this place. Okay, then go to what? Okay, good. So you apply scene to McAllister. Okay, McAllister. Okay, good. I like 3D stuff, so yeah. So I always want my stuff to look 3D. All right, good. So select the gray BG layer. I shift to the up key or the up arrow key, and then push our gray pattern BG upwards. Okay, good. That is it. So good. Press Ctrl Shift N to create a new layer, and then name it COL_BG. Okay, good. Press B for the brush tool. Hold Alt, right click, and then drag, and then change the brush type to hard run brush. Then apply this color here. Okay, apply it here. Okay, so that is the first what application. Control Shift N again. Okay, swap the foreground and background with X. Okay, then what apply what, hold Alt, right click and then drag to the left to reduce the bright side, and then what apply what, this one too. Okay, good. So that is it. Good. So you're almost there, but you're not yet there. Good. So okay, press B for the brush tool, V again for the move tool. Select Messi, press Ctrl Shift and name it what, um shade. Okay, down score 1, press Ctrl Enter, Ctrl OG to clip mask it. Okay, to what Messi's what image, because we want it to affect only Messi's image, not any what area what aside what Messi's what image. Good. B for the brush tool, change the brush type from the hard round to what the soft round. Okay, press Ctrl with Alt what, press down, right click and then drag what to your what, to your left to reduce what the brush size. Go down again. I think go down again. I think this is going to do. Swap with X. So we want to apply this one. Then reduce the brush size again and then apply. Okay. Select what this to. Okay. It's without a shortcut, so just click on it. Okay. The smudge to, and then just left click and then drag. Okay. Good. Good. So you can extend it here. You can extend it, but I think that will not be good. So we are going to create a new layer for that one too. Then we name it SH down score 2. Then Control Alt G to clip mask it. Control Alt G to clip mask it. To clip mask it onto what? The first one. Okay. And onto next to a layer 2. B for the brush 2. Now apply another one here. Okay. Okay. Select the smile 2 again. Then work. Just left click and then drag. Left click and then drag. Okay. Good. Come inwards, then drag it inwards. Okay. Okay. Good. So we zoom out. Okay. Then drag it up here. Okay. I'm trying to create this but golden highlight. Okay. Effects on our image. Okay. Let's try and then extend this one. Click on the first one and let's try to extend it a little bit. Okay. Good. So that is it for this one. Okay. Good. So you move on to that of what? My McAllister. Whom I think is not McAllister. McAllister. Okay. to reduce the brush effect on it. Good, good. So I think that is it for the images. Okay, that is it for the images. So good. We are left with some few things and then you'll be out of here. Okay, so create a new layer on top, Control Shift N, and then let's close these images, we don't need them. Okay, good. And then let's bring in the Argentina's world logo. Just let's drag and drop. Okay, then you bring it what here. Okay, convert it to a smart object, Control T. Okay, Control T, you scale down. Okay, good. So that is it. You press Control Shift and you create a new layer. B for the brush tool. Okay, then select what? This what? Brush type. Okay, it is a preset under the tone brush preset. Okay, I will try and then I will try and then place the link in the description. Okay, to my Google Drive so that you can download this what brush type. Okay, good. So take the opacity back to 100. Okay, then apply. Just left click, move it upward, make sure that it is in line with the first application. Apply upwards, make sure it is in line by simply while moving your mouse and positioning it well. Then while click again. Good. So I think this is great. So I think yeah, this is great. So let's bring it beneath what? The Argentinian logo. So let's drag and drop it underneath. Okay, and then let's click on it and then bring it what? Here. Okay, click on the logo and then okay, click on the logo so that it's labeled both of them and then move them together. Okay, then you push them down. Select the logo and then you push the logo a bit what? To your right, left. And then with the rest, yeah, I just created them. So you just let's first do this. It's very important before we import the text. So press Ctrl Shift N to create a new layer. Ctrl O G to create mask. B for the brush tool. Then go for the hard round brush. Okay. Then apply. So switch from your foreground to background and then by pressing X. Okay. Then hold Alt and then drag to your hold Alt and then drag to your your left to do the bright size. Then apply this. Okay. So just apply. I think somewhere like this, around this way. So that's what we do. Price. Let it look organic. Okay. Okay. I think I apply some to here. Okay, so that was basically the effect. Okay. And then the rest was just text. The rest was just what? Text. So let me just import or bring in the text. Okay. So let me just bring in the text. The rest were just what? Text. So the same font or the same font that I use for the Vamos Argentina. Okay, I use the same font for the names and then the names and then I think everything. Okay, the names and then everything. So let's bring it this one. So always hold Shift when you are dragging and then dropping from an area. Okay, an area of a working document. Okay, into another area of a working document. So that you get an exact placement. Okay, in situation whereby precision is needed. Okay, good. So just simple positioning and then you go in. I think you go back again and then you are left with this logo. Sorry, you bring it in. Okay, then position it. Okay, so with the logo, it's just a color overlay. So I just double click. Okay, then I added this color overlay. Okay, I made it this color. You can make it any color. that didn't fit, but it should work well with the design. Okay, good. So that would be it. So you put this one here a little bit, then you select this one to just be for the brush tool again. Okay, and then apply. I think the coach's name has to come. Okay, good. So bring that of the coach's name. So Scaloni. So you see, I had to duplicate the fonts in a number of occasions just to get what the boldness, okay, of the font. Good. The thing is, the font happens to be a sketchy font, so if you don't bolden it enough, it is not going to be visible. Okay, good. So visibility is very, very important. So whenever it happens that way, try and then duplicate, try as much as possible, and then duplicate what all the elements involved, so that um um so that um so that you are not going to end up only giving us an awesome work but also a visible work. Okay, all right, cool. So select everything together, select the text that we just imported plus our Qatar logo, and then this what box, so that you can position them at the center of what the document, because at the moment I think it wasn't centered. So a few minutes ago it wasn't centered, so let's try and then make it centered now. Okay, so I think this is going to do, this is going to do, this is going to do, this is going to do. All right, so yeah, that is it, that is it. So if you feel like you want to add textures, you can add the textures. You are free, you have the freedom to do whatever you want to do when it comes to designing. Okay, so if you want to add textures, you can also add the textures, okay, to the work. Okay, good. So that is it, that is it, that is the work what done and dusted. So I want to say a very big thank you for making time and then checking out this tutorial. So please don't forget to always like and then to always comment, like and then share, as well as more importantly to subscribe to our the channel, okay, for more creative content. So shalom, peace, see you next time.